6% slip. And it's called blow-by, and it slides compression right down here, and now your PVC, you've got to bring it right back up into the injection system. Now, when you've got too much blow-by down here on the bottom, you're picking up particulate carbon and misting, because when this engine's running at 15 to 1600 RPM, you get fumes that come out of there. There's residual oil. Residual oil is called misting. Misting comes through your PVC valve. It comes out there. You're dumping oil back into the top end of this, and it's killing your... Now, that's too much information. Most people, you're a mechanic. You would understand that. The average person out there that runs a corporation, they don't have a clue what's going on inside the engine. When you fix this product here is literally, when we can run, we're going to lapse 3 years, and these people, when I say they're excited, they're blown away excited on what it does. Now, I don't like talking about this. This one here, I told them you're going to get about a 2 to 3% fuel mileage increase, or a fuel reduction of use. I told them 2 to 3%. That's what you're going to net.
That's conservative.
Yeah. They come back to me and they said, "Tim, you lied to us."
Really?
Now, he says, you've got to change your story. I said, well, why? They got these numbers before I did. And after 2.5 months of operation, and then they reinforce the same thing 6 months later and a year later, you see what they're getting? 11.18%. Now, what I don't reduction.
Yeah.
What I don't like about this thing, on the marketing department, they get these numbers. They said, "Tim, you got 2.5 months review, you got a 6-month review, and you got a 1-year review. We're taking these numbers and putting them in the brochure." Now it makes a liar out of me, because you know the last time we talked, I've told you 3 to 5. I would rather tell you 3 and let you get 5, 6, or 7.
Don't oversell it, undersell it. Right.
But if I tell you 8 and you get 3, you're going to buy a rope, and Mike's going to help you come look for me.
Right.
Okay.
No.
So
I always say, what? How does it go? Under promise and over deliver.
Yeah. So as we gain information on what your needs are, that's the first thing that we as a company got to find out what your operational sides are, what your equipment is, your battles are. And you've got some battles, because anytime you're going to spend more money,
well, I don't spend the money, the company spends the
well,
money.
but you're going to spend it on behalf of them.
Yeah.
You better have darn good justification. And that's where these pieces got put together. Now, this still is a legit number on these engines. They said you cannot mess with it. I mean, you can't. We've tried everything in the world on that engine. We can't get 1% out of it. If you got 2, like what you're talking about, 100% increase, you'd own us. They didn't want to report this initially. They knew that in the first week. Then they let it run the next week, and the next one, and the next one. It was 2.5 months before they would let us look at any of the data, because they said, hold it. These are going in 10,000-gallon tanks. They said, okay, and we do have a guy that's dosing. This is, in this formula right here, now we've made some improvement. This formula is 1 gallon treats 3,000 gallons. So in a 10,000-gallon tank, a little over 3 gallons, and this is a full-blown catalyst. You don't blend it, you don't Y-valve, you don't mix it. It treats 10,000 gallons in 6 seconds, like that. So it's going to treat the fuel faster than you can pour it in, okay? So it's very, very easy to come in. So because we were there on the dosing side, we knew there was no glitches there. We couldn't get data, and they said, well, our data compliance of how we're pulling data down, we're still trying to balance them and pull them together. And then that was 1 month, and then the next month. And then finally, I made a phone call to them in the second month, and he said, okay, next week. It was 2.5 months before we got any information. They didn't believe it. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to tell you, I still don't like that number, but the reason, this thing, they're hurting it. So when we put this, there's nothing but this in the bottom end. This is, you use this strictly on diesel. If you're in gasoline, I'll use a combination of the two of them. This is already in this, but I'll show you what this stuff does, because this frees up the bottom end, and it's a combination between the fuel product and this product. You're going to clean up these rings. Now this is 85% of your friction.